Everyone and welcome to my channel Options Trader Today. So today in this video I'll explain you how the price of crude has moved in the last week and how the price of crude can move in the next week. See, if you look at the chart of crude, what we have seen, crude now trading at a level of around $59.02. If you look at this particular trend, what we have seen, crude is trying to go higher. After making a low of around $55, $55.4, it is forming a green candle for this week, and if this sustain, we can see it can go further upside towards a level of around 59.75 and then further higher. But if you look at the pattern, there is a U pattern is forming. Okay, and this level we have seen after a very long time, you can say from January of 21, that is almost 4 years is past, we have seen this level. So chances are very high, if the price started falling below again towards a level of 57, there is a probability of further down and it can cross a level of 55, and chance of touching a level of 54 will be there, and from there it will move towards $53 and then further low. This is the zone breakout. Okay, and once the price started falling below this level, we can see a further downfall. Okay, this is the pattern we have seen, because this is after 4 years and there is a war situation has come at this particular level. Otherwise crude was continuously moving upside during the COVID season. Okay, and this the war situation we have seen, there is a continuous downside we have seen. See, there is a tariff thing we have seen, because of that the demand has come down. Okay, so the price has come down. Okay, similarly now if you see the escalation between India and the war situation, so we can see if it started going below a level of 57, we can see there can be some impact. So there is a probability, but we can see that it is forming a downside movement till the time if it sustaining above a level of 57. But if it started falling below 57, chances of falling below a level of 55 we can see, and then a probability of touching 54.62 and then a further fall. Okay, but if it started going above a level of around $56, $58, then probability of touching a level of 63.79 if it started going off that particular level. Okay, any doubt regarding this, you can mail me. I've given the mail ID is also in the description. See, the price of crude depends on a lot of factors. Crude is, see, OPEC meeting is there. Dollar index, see, dollar index plays an important role, so I'll explain with the help of dollar index. See, they are inversely related to each other. When the dollar index started going upside, either crude price comes down. When the dollar index started going down, either crude price goes up. Okay, but sometimes they both moves in same direction. Okay, so whenever you start a trade, put your SL, and once you in profit, try to trail it so your profit will be saved. Is an important rule. I have clearly explained you that it is trying to go higher. So once, if it's for this particular week, it's trying to be a green candle and sustain above $100.3, we can see there will be a further rise, and once started sustaining above this level, probability of going towards 101.2 will be there, and from there it will cross a level of $102. And once started going over this level, probability of going towards 102.6 we can see, and then a further upside we can see towards $103.3, and after that we can see it will touch a level of 104.4 and then a further upside. But if it started falling below a level of around $99.8, it can come down and it will move below a level of 98.8, and once the price falling below that particular level, chance of going towards $97.9, and then there will be a zone breakout. So for the fall we can see towards 96.7, and from there after 96.7 we can see a level of 95.103, and then a further fall we can see towards 90, we can see a level of 94. Okay, so when the dollar index started going upside, we see the crude price comes down. Similarly, when the dollar index started going down, we see the crude price goes up. Looking at this particular chart, what we can see, if you look at this particular chart, if the price sustain this level, what we can see, if the price sustain this level, we can see a level of 60.12. From there a bounce back can come, but if that didn't come, we can see a further upside movement towards next level of around 60.71, and if that sustain, we can see the price can go towards $61.7. Okay, and this is the level. Once started going up that particular level, chance of going towards $63.8 is there. That level is already being tested, so the price can move further upside, and chances of going towards a level of around 64.4 is there. Okay, and then there will be a zone breakout, so we can see the price can move further high towards $65.4. Okay, and if that sustain, we can see a further high. Okay, but suppose if the price didn't sustain, see, once the price started sustaining 65, there is a higher chances of it can go towards 67 also, and there is a gap at 70, we can see it can be filled, but there is a probability it has to sustain above a level of 50, 59, and if started going over this level, probability that it has to sustain above $63, then there will be a zone breakout, then we can see a pattern can form. But suppose if the price didn't sustain, it can come down again towards a level of $56.5, and if that didn't sustain, we can see it will fall further down towards 55.35. Okay, and this level is already being tested, so chances are high it will go further down, and once the price started falling below that particular level, chance of touching 53.5 will be there, and if that didn't sustain, a further downfall we can see towards $51.5. Okay, suppose if the price started